men wish death upon me. Dirty my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. The niggas trying to take my life away.
You know what's hilarious? The first night that we got to Chiang Mai, we went to the grocery store and you're like, oh, let's get beans. That's how let's get baked beans.
Right,
so we got 2 cans of baked beans. Every day we're like, oh, we should make the beans.
Right.
We never...
We've been together for a year. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. I don't know if you cooked for me once. I mean, we barely cooked.
I baked cake in France.
That's true. When we were on vacation with my daughter.
Yeah.
But there's been remarkably little cooking in this relationship. It's okay. She makes up for it in other departments, let me tell you. There are other parts of the relationship that are very rewarding.
À-bas-le-ciel.
We are sitting around Bangkok airport. We just got the stunning news delivered to us on live stream that one of the restaurants we went to when we were in Chiang Mai, which repeatedly Vegan Heaven, is owned by my old YouTube frenemy, Brett Rawlings. Frenemy or outright enemy, I don't know. So we thought we'd do a quick video reflecting on the state of vegan restaurants in Chiang Mai, Thailand at the end of 2017, the start of 2018. Now, I'm not even going to let you get a word in edgewise here because I want to start this video with a really important disclaimer. If you are going to Chiang Mai on vacation in order to eat in vegan restaurants, don't do it. Like, there's no way you can justify taking a vacation to this place in terms of cuisine or sitting around people. That is just stupid. And I think a lot of people do. A lot of people kind of plan a vacation around going to Chiang Mai to eat vegan food. And that's just crazy. That's just nuts. I mean, this is not, I mean, I can imagine going to Paris for the patisserie, you know what I mean? Like there are some destinations in the world that are food destinations where you're really talking about some kind of gourmet, high-level cuisine that you can't get anywhere else, where there's something you're going to learn from it, etc. That is not Chiang Mai, right? Chiang Mai, you know, there are some, if it's more like the exact opposite. If you happen to be trapped in Thailand anyway, you can stop by these restaurants. If it's, you know what I mean? If it's in between points A and points B for you. But no, there's no way to justify a vacation in these terms. Yeah,
we met a couple at Amrita that seemed just to be going on a vegan tour of Thailand,
right?
Vegan restaurant tour,
right? But I mean, even for us, so we were there because we had a court case we had to attend. We didn't have a choice really. But I wrapped up my job in Yunnan, China. We exited Yunnan, China. We were on our way from Mangsha to Bangkok. And Chiang Mai is literally halfway in between those two places, and we had a court, so we stopped. But what did we do while we were there? If people asked us, people did bump into us what we were doing at Chiang Mai. I was like, well, we're getting a lot of reading done, and we're sitting around in a lot of vegan restaurants. So we did end up doing a vegan restaurant tour, because for us, there was nothing much else to do. I mean, we hit the museums and things. I mean,
that's true.
We did a couple other things, but museums are terrible. Museums are inexcusably awful. All right, cool. I don't know if you want to kick this off. What I would say is the restaurant I would name as the winner. You may disagree what you pick. I would say the #1 restaurant in terms of the actual quality of the food and the overall experience and the place and everything else. I'd say the overall winner is actually Amrita. So I mean, feel free to disagree.
No, that's what I was going to say. I thought you were going to say Vegan Heaven, though.
No. So I give the prize to Amrita. But even Amrita is weak enough in their cuisine game that I've got to say it really is hit and miss. So like I think the first time we went there, I had a pretty negative experience. It's true of a lot of these places. We went so these restaurant reviews are based on repeatedly visiting these restaurants.
And trying quite a few items on the menu.
Ordering kind of almost the whole menu over 3 or 4 visits at each of these places. So we are in a pretty good position to make a review. But they are hit and miss. And when you have a hit and miss menu, it means that if a customer like me comes and happens to order stuff off the menu that's a miss.
Yeah, right. The first time that we went, we got the 2 different burgers, right? So the first one, the one that's on the first page of the menu, was great. It was like an awesome vegan patty that had like kidney beans and all kinds of great stuff. But the other burger you got was so whack. It was like
they have 2 different
uncooked
recipes.
Patty that like
it tasted like a wet napkin.
Yeah,
it was like a wet napkin in a hamburger bun. That's right.
So yeah,
and the 2 recipes for the veggie burger, they look identical on the menu. You can't tell them apart. But so people have to try and and I actually saw that when you look up their reviews on Happy Cow, some of them are really positive, saying this is the best veggie burger they ever had. But there were a couple saying they had the veggie burger and it was just tasteless brown muck. So those are the 2 different options on the menu.
Right. But yeah, their tempeh ribs were like amazing. I don't know, yeah. So some things were like really great. The great soy yogurt.
Right? They do.
Yeah.
They do make their own soy yogurt. They make their own soy ice cream and a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Amrita and a really nice garden to sit in. Classy operation in a bunch of ways. But ordered their hummus, partly because I was trying to get more protein in a meal. The hummus was inexcusably awful. Like, absolutely terrible, right?
The picture looked like normal hummus.
Right.
Chickpea hummus.
Right. What they brought out was nothing like that.
It's like, that ain't hummus.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a nice place to read, except for when the music was
right. Intrusively.
Terribly repetitive.
Yeah.
Chanting.
Buddhist chanting.
Buddhist chanting.
Fake Buddhist chanting. Tibetan Buddhist chanting. This kind of stuff. Yeah. So, I don't know, though, to me, like Amrita, which we both kind of pick as the winner, that kind of shows you how the whole scene still. I mean, so look, probably number 2 goes to Vegan Heaven 2. Mm-hmm. This is this chain, Vegan Heaven 1 and 2. We only ever ate at Vegan Heaven 2. So I don't know if Brett knew I was there. Brett is allegedly the owner of this restaurant. Maybe he would have poisoned my food. There are a lot of things on the menu they do right, that they do spectacularly well. So Penang curry is fabulous. Pat Siu, right. Pat Siu is a... no problem. Pat Siu is a very simple Thai dish, but that is the best Pat Siu I've ever had in my life. And I lived in Thailand for years, added up. Not continuously. I used to live in Laos and Cambodia also, but I was back and forth to Thailand many times. That is the single best version of that dish I've ever had. And and obviously it's all vegan, all this stuff, right? But, for example, the French fries were shockingly awful. Yeah. When we ordered some things that came with French fries, and we just said, forget it. We didn't even eat them. Like, we tried them. We're like, okay, forget it. We're not going to eat French fries this horrible, right? Yeah. So that is funny. Again, hit and miss menu, although from our perspective, more hits than misses. We had a few things there that were awful. But we really ended up trying the whole menu.
Yeah, pretty good breakfast.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. I guess there is some foreign influence in the breakfast, because I never guessed that place was owned by a Westerner. To me, like, their real strength there is in the Thai cooking. Not in the Western cooking, not in the veggie burgers, not in the French fries, but in like Thai curry, like Penang curry and Pat Siu and this kind of stuff.
I really like the khao soy soup.
Right? Yeah. With several good, and Thai pumpkin soup and this kind of stuff. But Thai curries in general were quite strong there. Which is not to say all their Western food is bad. They did a really good. Their falafel was excellent.
Yeah.
That's true. In Thailand, you'll have a lot of terrible falafels. And again, I'm ordering this stuff partly because I'm just trying to get enough protein in my diet. Get some hummus, get something filling in your diet. So I'm not just eating salad. Yeah. So a lot of them, we ate a lot of salad. I'm not complaining, but sometimes you're just scraping by on salad. But I think
and their drinks are good
of the signs. Yeah, that's true. Also great. One of the signs that they may be Western owned was just the breakfast. That's a real British thing. Baked beans for breakfast. So I wonder if that does show some influence from Brett Rawlings himself. I don't know. Yeah, all right. So working on the list, we went to a vegan meetup with other aspiring vegan activists at a place called Im-Aim. I-M-M-A-I-M. Im-Aim, again, very hit and miss. There's some parts of the menu where the whole part of the menu I think is awful. And if we had only gone there once, we would have given them a very negative review. Yep. But we ended up going back several times, which we didn't expect to do. And then we had a bunch of things in the menu that were really excellent.
Right.
And you really wouldn't be able to guess from the menu what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this place is that if you don't like the food, you can tell the owner that you didn't like it, and he will not charge you for it.
Right.
We didn't take advantage of that. When we first went, we got a couple dishes we didn't like, but
we didn't want to be
we
jerks.
Didn't tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, the first time we went...
we got a mushroom thing, and he was like, we didn't eat it.
Right.
It was basically all on the plate still, and he was like, I won't charge you for that. So.
Yeah, I think he just gave us a discount on that, actually. But anyway, yeah. But no, I mean, I didn't want to be a jerk. But the first time we went, it was so bad, we thought we'd never come back.
Yeah.
But then when we did come back, we ended up trying other things on the menu that impressed us. So yeah, I just say a lot of these places reflect the amateur nature of a lot of vegan cuisine. And that place is not pure vegan, right?
Right.
That's the funny thing. So Im-Aim
has eggs and the drinks have honey.
So Im-Aim is a nice place to sit and do reading. It is, and a lot of vegans stay there for hours. So it is one of those places where people, buy something and then stay for 3 or 4 hours, which, nothing wrong with that.
Or it's a good place to meet people too. So it was nice for the vegan meetup too.
For the vegan meetup, right? But it actually, and they have vegan slogans up, but they do have some stuff with honey, with eggs. And with dairy, I think. Their breakfast menu. But their breakfast menu, I think, has eggs and what have you. So there were a couple of things that I had to specify. We got vegan versions of there. But anyway, the owner does seem like a really nice guy. His heart seems to be in the right place. But actually, it is not a vegan restaurant. It is merely vegetarian, and most of the stuff on the menu is vegan.
Yeah, and when we looked it up, we got the impression that it was a bike cafe, but
that's right.
There wasn't much to indicate
it looks
that
like
it was
they phased that out. They're really the bicycle side of it
oriented
didn't seem
place.
to be. Yeah,
right.
It didn't seem to be. Well, it's hard enough to get to, though. I mean, a lot of these places are like secret. Yeah. I mean, thanks for the internet, you'll figure it out eventually. But a lot of these places are not. Even Amrita. It's not easy to find or not easy to get
But
to.
it's good because then they're secluded enough to be away from the main roads, which are really noisy.
Right, so we should put in a negative review for that one, the Freebird Cafe, right?
It was terrible.
Right. So
it was right on the corner of two main roads.
So everything we've mentioned at this point, we'll put in the links in order for these restaurants. But so everything has basically been a thumbs up, but with some kind of caveats so far. The one that is really a thumbs down, I think, is the Freebird Cafe.
Yeah.
Everything there, like most of the food, if they reduce the price by 50%, it would still be a ripoff. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. You could cut the price in half and it'd still be overpriced.
Based on donations, I think, or it's
their
a charity.
Their excuse is they're running it as a charity or a nonprofit, but to me that's not a good enough excuse, I got to tell you. And they're right on the main drag. They're on a road where you have ground level air pollution coming in and traffic noise coming in.
And you walk down steps.
You're actually a little bit below, sidewalk level. It's just awful. So horrible experience, and also just
and the food wasn't great. You got really bad indigestion from the chickpea thing.
That's right. They broke some of the basic laws of cuisine. They basically gave me raw but seared chickpeas, and then I had horrible indigestion for more than 12 hours after that.
We need to start a campaign.
Yeah, I know.
Fully cooked beans.
Yeah.
Come on.
Instead of fully raw Christina, fully cooked.
Fully cooked beans.
I don't know, man.
Chickpeas are
fully cooked vegan.
They're also called garbanzo beans.
That is correct. Anyway. I don't know
if they're really beans or peas.
So look, another one that's kind of a bright light on the list, I think, is the Reform Cafe, which is inside Green Tiger, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this place, in terms of the strengths and weaknesses of what's going on in veganism in Thailand, maybe in the world generally, this is mostly a nice place to sit. Yeah. It is mostly a nice place to get a cup of coffee. Did we ever have ice cream there? We did. We had vegan ice cream there.
So I will say we only went for the breakfast and lunch. We were never there in the evening because it looked to us like there would be many mosquitoes.
Yeah, there are a lot of mosquitoes the rest of the time. Yeah, right. That's true.
There's, we did see some mosquitoes during the daytime too.
That's right.
So just because it's outdoor and surrounded by it looks beautiful. The water features that they have.
But the mosquitoes come and get at you. Right. Yeah.
But I think it was delicious, but not so healthy. The food that we got.
Reform Cafe?
Yeah.
You had a lot of complaints because I remember we ended up eating there several times. You had a lot to complain about. I mean, I'm just being honest, meal by meal. You were disappointed by a lot of things to me. Yeah. But I was going to say all of Chiang Mai is kind of drowning in coffee shops. There are too many places that exist first and foremost as a place to sit and drink coffee. I don't really drink coffee. I do if I'm sick or there's something wrong with me. Like today at the airport, maybe today at 6 a.m., I'm going to drink some coffee or something. Yeah. When we get up. So we're at an airport right now, in case you guys hadn't guessed. But yeah, Chiang Mai, people seem to have the delusion that there's an infinite demand for coffee shops. And you see a lot of coffee shops going out of business now, 2017. So, anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But no, Reform Cafe, beautiful place to sit. Okay place to get some vegan food. Yeah. Sometimes.
Getting like the mango lassi, that was like delicious. But what's the food value? I think it's just mixed with coconut yogurt, which I don't even think.
And I'm a cheapskate. I mean, spending as much on one drink as you'd spend on an entire meal at a normal Thai restaurant. Yeah. It's okay because if that's all you're going to get, if you just want to get a coffee or a mango shake and sit around, everyone comes to Chiang Mai to waste money. Fundamentally, waste money, waste time. Yeah, but all right, cool. But I think so. This is an interesting contrast. A place that really puts them to shame. There's this chain in town, totally 100% corporate, non-vegan chain, which I refer to jokingly as the Salad Conspiracy, right? Salad Conspiracy is properly called the Salad Company.
Salad Concept.
The Salad Concept. Okay. So another anyway, we'll give you guys a link. So that's not a vegan place. There are maybe 4 vegan options on the menu.
Yeah,
you could also do a custom
I can list
salad.
the options now. It's potato wedges, it's a quinoa energy boost salad, a tofu organic salad. Yeah. That's it. And then juices.
There are a couple types of salad. You could also do a custom salad.
That's true. You could,
anyway, there are a couple types of salad, a couple things, but they're excellent. Yeah. I mean, they're good value for money. Ordering a salad there in a sit-down restaurant costs you about the same amount as getting salad at the grocery store. Remember? We've
Yeah,
done that.
but I will say, like, the blocks of tofu that you got in the organic tofu salad were pretty...
You see what I have to put up with? She likes to complain. The complaining is strong in her. No, it's cool. I mean, I dig it, but, I would just say I thought salad concept really represented a kind of standard of, like, corporate efficiency and excellence that the vegan restaurants in general lacked.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So in so many ways, when we went to salad concept, it's true. Like, we had the same 2 vegan options every time or something. But I still had a lot of respect, a lot of admiration for just how the whole place ran.
Yeah.
In a real contrast to the kind of hokey, hippie run, made for tourists thing. Right. So, babe, we can mention or not. Back when I did the videos with Jake Eames over a year and a half ago or something now, we talked about some of the authentic Thai places. Yeah. Which I don't really want to endorse any of them, but I guess we'll just put it as a footnote here. Pretty much everything we've mentioned, except for Salad Conspiracy, pretty much everything we've mentioned is really for tourists. And the prices reflect that, and the menus are in English reflecting that, et cetera, et cetera. But there are also Thai vegan places that are really by Thai people, for Thai people, that don't have that characteristic, right? Yeah. So, and the prices are lower, and the style is different, and so on. Yeah. On this trip, I didn't have anything positive to say about any of them. Right. I'm a bit of a snob, and I'm also used to Isan. Northeastern Thailand, I feel, is a much stronger vegan tradition than Northwestern Thailand. Northeast is called Isan, the Northwest is called Nana. But, I don't know what, the less said, the better. We went to one place that had a much better quality fare about a year and a half ago, and we went back this time. It was worse, but when I took you there, I was kind of lecturing you about it, but I said, look, they're making you food here that's really significantly different from anything you're ever going to get in a Thai restaurant in America. Yeah. And I think I can also give them credit. It's significantly different from anything we got in Thai restaurants that are just tourist-oriented in Thailand also, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah. So you did get to have that experience. They had a kind of fermented tofu thing, which is very different from Chinese tofu. Yeah, it was wrapped in like banana leaves. Right. And you had a kind of herbal soup. The soup that was homemade broth was pretty good. Right. So the point is, if you get out there and want to try something more authentic, you can. Yeah. And it is much less for Western tastes, and it has like. The authentic soup has big pieces of like inedible herbs in it and stuff. Big chunks of lemongrass that you're supposed to know to pick through. It's the galangal and lemongrass. Right. So a little bit of a different thing. So I think we probably went to maybe 3 other joints we're not mentioning here. There was the place that had the vegan Mexican bowl. What was it called? Pure Vegan? Pure Vegan Heaven. Don't go there. Right. So that's overpriced. That's not the same as Vegan Heaven. There's a totally different restaurant called Pure Vegan Heaven. And do you remember the small one? I think was called Taste of Heaven. Do you remember the small one right at the beginning? Taste of Heaven. There were all no. But do you remember right at the beginning we went and there were all the yoga doing hippies with their wife beater shirts on. Remember that joint? Yeah, no? Yeah. So that wasn't what it was called. We're not going to review them, but I'm just mentioning we did actually go to a bunch of other places that we're not mentioning in this video. So we got the links below. Bottom line, I guess some people come from parts of Europe and North America where there really are no vegan restaurants, and when they get to Chiang Mai, they freak out. They just feel so happy to be staying somewhere where they do have some vegan options. I can relate, but as a food destination or as a vacation activity. No, this is 100% not worth it. You can't justify your time or your money. And I will say, if you do happen to be in Chiang Mai and you're vegan and you're not going for a vegan tour, it is less expensive to go to a market. Sure, sure. We went to the market and got bread, salad bar, mango sticky rice. Right, mango and sticky rice. If you go to real Thai markets, I guess that some tourists are there for that. Just for the fact that the fresh fruit is cheap and available. Yeah. And there are some traditional Thai roadside, just like eating durian itself, eating rambutan itself. There are a lot of things you can just get straight out the market. But mango and sticky rice is definitely an example of a traditional dish that's, accidentally vegan. Yeah, it's going to be vegan no matter what. But on the other hand, going to the market and doing those things, we were able to do that because I still spoke enough Thai. Right. I could communicate in the language at a certain level. And if your only language is English, you're probably going to end up going to these same tourist-oriented places. Yep. Okay, we are out.
À-bas-le-ciel.